Hello everybody and welcome back to 1.19 Minecraft. And today I am going to be showing you how to create an allay item collector. Now last episode I worked on building this factory here for my sheep farm. And I did a little bit of work off camera. I moved it into the floor here. I don't actually have the sheep. I moved them into the other room so that I could work on building the item collector for the allay. Now, the minimum resources that you're going to need to create one of these item collectors is to have a note block, a chest, a minecart with a hopper in it, one hopper, and then a rail, and then any kind of redstone clock. In this video, I'm going to be creating a redstone clock using a minecart that's going to go underneath my factory here, and it's going to activate every single note block in each one of these rooms. So that way I can get all of them activated with just one redstone clock. But you can do this many different ways. You can use observer blocks to make a constant signal. You can use repeaters with some redstone to create a redstone clock. There's many ways that you can do it. But today, I'm going to be using some rails. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is find a place where the allay can access the note block. So the allay, when they collect up items, they're going to want to put it on top. And they also need to be able to hear it. So you can't have a block on top of a note block. It won't play. So this chest is blocking it. If I get rid of the chest, now you can hear the note block play. So there has to be at least one block of space above the block so it can at least make some noise. And then they're going to try and throw stuff on top of it. Now, to actually collect the items from here, you're going to need a hopper in a minecart. Now, the reason why you want this is because with hoppers and minecarts, they can actually pick up items through blocks. So if I put just a rail down like this, hopper like that, note block here, and then throw this on top, you can see it's going into the hopper. If I were to do this with a regular hopper, if I get rid of this and just put a regular hopper down like that, the items will not go through. As you can see, they're just sitting on top. You have to have the hopper in the minecart to be able to get it back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this note block. Now, it doesn't really matter where I put the note block because I've built all these walls out of wool. The allays can't actually hear the notes. As you can see, I've got some allays over there. They can't actually hear the note block. If I put it here, because it's going through the door, they can now hear it. You can see the particle effects going to the allay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this behind the wool block. So that way the allays in the other rooms can't hear it. So I'm going to put it, it doesn't really matter which side. I'm going to put it over here since I've already put a hole. And I'm going to put the note block, I'm going to put it in the corner actually. So that way it's got two walls that kind of guide the items into here. Because you want the items to go on top of the block for the hopper below to pick it up. So I'm going to go and put it right here in the corner. And underneath here, I'm going to put a hopper that's going to lead to a chest. Now, the minimum number of hoppers that you can do this with is just having one. You could have the chest right here and then put this hopper going straight into that chest, and that would work. But I'm going to actually add a few more hoppers to this so that I can guide the items further like into here so I can actually grab all the items out of this chest. Now, eventually, I am going to set up a light system in here. I've right now got torches, but eventually these are going to be redstone lamps, and these are going to indicate when the chest is full and I need to empty it out. So I'm going to build that in another episode, but eventually I will have redstone going into the other room. So I want to make sure this is in a good spot so that I can send redstone to that room. But this is the basic setup. You have note block, hopper below it, which I still have to figure out what direction I'm going to put it. I kind of want to put it like going this way and then go this direction. Or I could probably just have it go straight this way from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set this up. And then I'm going to do the next bit of redstone. So I'm going to have my hopper going that way. Because it's going to continue this way into the chest that will collect up all the items. But then what you want to do is you want to put any kind of rail. You can use a power rail if you want to, but regular rails work fine. So you're going to put a rail down. You're going to put the hopper with the minecart there. And you want to make sure that you put blocks down. So these blocks around here are going to keep the minecart from moving. Because otherwise it might fall off the rail and then it won't work properly. So you want to make sure that the minecart is going to stay where you put it. So if you block it in blocks like that, it won't move. So now that I've got that set up, I'm going to go ahead and build myself a chest. So the chest that I'm going to put is going to start right here, and it's going to make its way down. Eventually, I will have a comparator that comes off here going into this room right here that'll activate the redstone lamp. I'm going to work on building that in another episode. So I'm going to put the chest right here, because this is where the wall block is at. The next thing I do need to figure out is how I'm going to activate this, because I do need to get a redstone signal to that. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to have a minecart that goes underneath the factory. So I need to figure out where I'm going to put these tracks. I'm going to put it on this layer here, but I got to find a spot to where it's not going to interfere with any of the chests that are going to be here. And I also have to find a way of getting redstone up to this. So the way I'm going to activate this is I'm going to put some redstone dust here. And then underneath here, I can put a redstone torch that will activate through this block. So if I put dirt right here, I don't think I have a redstone torch made, so I'm just going to make one real quick. So the redstone torch is going to go here. And as you can see, that activates the note block. Now, I need to make this go on and off. So to activate this torch to go on and off, I'm going to be building the rails that are going to go through the whole factory. Now, I think the best place to put this is probably right in the middle. So where this door's at, that way I can send the redstone straight to each side. So I'm going to go through underneath the factory here and clear out these 2 blocks of dirt. I should probably get some torches to put down here. Now the cool thing is because I built this floor out of slabs, I can actually crouch underneath the floor here. Alright, so I've made it to the end here. I'm going to go ahead and start putting down these rails. Now, I don't know how many power rails I'm going to need for this, but I'm going to go ahead and put down all of the regular rails first. I don't think I'm going to be able to put any torches down here. I guess I could break a block, put a torch down like that, because eventually I will need redstone torches. But I'm going to go through here, put down all these rails to start with, and then I'll test out minecart to see how many power rails I'm going to need to put down. Alright, so apparently I am 1 block short to finishing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to get rid of these blocks here. I did already put down the power rails. I'm hoping this is going to be enough. So if I just grab, I should just need 4 redstone torches to activate these. I'll put 1 on that side, 1 on this side. And that should be plenty to get a minecart to go around here. Now, I didn't actually make a minecart, so I got to go get one. Now, I might have to use a minecart with something in it, like a chest or a hopper. Probably a chest, because it's cheaper. Now, the reason why I want to get a minecart with something in it is because it's heavier and it has more momentum to go around than a minecart with nothing in it. Also, the sheep seem to be interested in heading down here. But we'll go and see if this can make it without putting anything in it. If it can, then that'll be good, but apparently it does not have enough momentum. So I'm going to go ahead and put a chest in the minecart. and that will allow it to go all the way around. So all I'm going to do is just put a chest in it, go ahead and push it around here. So now the minecart has plenty of weight to be able to make its way around the entire track. So now that I've got that set up, I now need to get the detector rails. Now to make these, you need stone pressure plates. Now, how many different factories do I have? So there's 4 on each side, so I'm going to need 8 pressure plates in total. Actually, I think you get multiple detector rails. Alright, so you do actually get multiple detector rails for 1 stone pressure plate. You get 6 in total. So I'm going to need to make 2 of these, which means I need to get some more pressure plates. So we'll go and make 1 more pressure plate, and then I should be able to make 1 more of these. There we go. Now I got 12. So that'll be plenty for what I need to do. So I'm going to put 1 detector rail right here. I'll put 1 right here for each side. And then I'm going to put another... Oh, I don't know where the rooms are at. Okay, so now that I've got the mine cart set up, I can actually block the floor, because I no longer need to go back down there, other than for the redstone. So I got to figure out where that detector rail is. It's right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this redstone from here and link it into my redstone torch, which is right over here. So if I just send this straight into the back of here, that should activate it. Hopefully it's not too far away. But as you can see here, this will go on and off as soon as the minecart comes back. There we go. And now the allays can hear the noise, and they know where to drop their stuff. Now this is really simple redstone, so it's not extremely complicated. Now you don't have to activate your note block like this. There are so many other ways that you can do it. It just depends on what works best for what you're building. This is just kind of like the best way I can activate all of the different farms that I've got all on one circuit. I could probably do it with just a redstone clock in the middle and send redstone from it, but I feel like this is a little bit easier. That way you don't have this constantly going off. Otherwise you have to listen to this noise. Now you can actually turn off the note block noises and settings, but I kind of like to listen to them. So now that I've got this set up, I can actually get this farm working, and I'll show you how this collector works. So I'm going to go and put all the blocks back that I broke. So I'll put this wool back here. And then I'm going to fill in all this dirt. Okay, so I filled in all the blocks here, so it's now hidden away. You can't really see anything. This note block is what's going to pick up all of the wool from here. Now, I do need to get the sheep. Now, I did have some in here at one point. They've all kind of scattered around. Hopefully none of them fell down underneath the factory. I don't think they did. I think they're all up on top. So I'm going to go and grab these guys with my leads here and bring them into the farm. Okay, so I've done a little bit of work here. I've got the farm all set up. As you can see, I've got all the sheep in the pens. One of them already went off. As you can see, there's some wool here. But I've just been going through filling in all the gaps here so that the only places that are open is where the sheep go. They're all turned to white, so there's no other colors that are going to get mixed in. So what I need to do to get this to work is I need to grab an allay, bring him in the room, and then once he's in here, I got to give him whatever block he's supposed to be picking up. Now, the cool thing about the allays is that you can actually duplicate them. So if you need more allays, if you want to do like multiple colors for this farm, you can easily get more of them if you have 2. You have to have at least 2 to start with. But I'm going to go in and give him the white wool here, and then as soon as that goes off, he'll hear it, and he knows all the white wool that he picks up goes in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and manually shear these sheep over here before the farm goes off. And then the rest of them will automatically go off and shear the sheep. Now, as you can see, the allay is missing the note block, but he will come back, pick up the item, and throw it back on the note block again. Now, I did throw 8 pieces of wool over there, so he should go over there and grab it. Where'd he go? He's stuck in here for some reason, but eventually he'll go over there. Yep, there he goes. He grabbed it. He threw, some of them went in, the other ones fell on the ground. But the good thing is the allay knows that the items are there, and he'll go back and grab them. Now, I'm hoping one of these sheep will eat some grass so that I can see them get sheared. So I can show you how the farm works, but none of them seem to want to eat grass right now. Do they have grass? Oh, yeah, they don't actually have any grass. That's why they're not eating. It's got to grow first, which is why I use the glass. The glass allows the grass to grow underneath the block, because otherwise it'll destroy the grass blocks. I need to get, like, some more sheep in here so I can actually test this out. I'm going to work on that off camera because it takes a really long time to get these guys to go in the hole. But eventually they will eat the grass once it grows. Alright, so the farm is working really good here. As you can see, the allay is going around. He did just go and grab the wool that was in that spot. So eventually he will get there. And he's having a little trouble throwing the items on the note block, but eventually he will get them on top, and they'll go down in the chest. So I'm gonna throw a little bit of wool down in these areas, just to kind of see if he grabs it all up. Yeah, he's going for that wool over there, and then he should go and grab some of the other bits of wool that are around. So this farm is working really well. I was able to get some wool. As you can see, that sheep over there just got sheared. So the allay should make his way and go pick it up. Oh, he's going to go get that one first. But as he flies around this room, he will grab up all the different wool. And you can put multiple allays in here, have them do different colors, or you can have multiple allays do the same color. I can actually bring the second one in here and have him do white wool as well. So we'll go ahead and bring him over here. We'll just like kind of leave a trail of white wool for them to get in the room. Here, we'll go ahead and open up the door here. There we go. Now they're both in here. We'll go ahead and like throw some wool around here so they can go and collect it. But this farm is working really well. As you can see, I've got loads of spots for sheep. So once I get this all filled up, I'll get it filled up for next episode, so I can show you what it looks like when it's fully working. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here, so make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody!